What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Wicking Wars. This is going to be a special episode of Wicking Wars, and I'm going to compare two organic Japanese cotton, Koh Gendo versus Muji, right? Now, I've always wondered, is Koh Gendo actually different, or is it just Muji, which is the most common type of organic cotton you can find, rebranded, repackaged like 1,000 times. So is Koh Gendo actually something different, or is it just Muji repackaged? That's what we will find out in this episode, special episode of Wicking Wars. And of course, I'll do the standard stuff, the taste test. But the results don't really matter because Muji has already been eliminated. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we are, and today I'm going to answer a very important question for me at least. I've been wondering this for a very long time. Is there any actual real difference between Japanese organic cotton, for example, Koh Gendo versus Muji, right? Koh Gendo versus Muji. I mean, they look identical, and if you take them out of the package and you hand one of it to me, I won't be able to tell you the difference for sure. But today I just want to take a closer look in this special episode of Wicking Wars. I'll use the same setup, we'll wick it up. Maybe same juice, I don't have to use the same juice since Muji has already been eliminated from the race. Koh Gendo is still in it. So maybe I'll use some other juice, I don't know. But let's take a look at the differences first. So Koh Gendo, obviously, this is the most common packaging that you'll find for Koh Gendo. It says Koh Gendo. It is a brand actually. As for Muji, I don't think there are any packaging that actually says Muji, right? It's just a very common type of organic cotton used for the beauty industry, and it's from Japan, of course. So lots of people actually buy a boatload of Muji cotton and repackage it into with their own brand. This one, for example, has vapor tag right there. So you'll find lots of different organic cotton brands. For example, the Coil Master organic cotton. I'm pretty sure there's Muji cotton as well. Right. So now let's take a look at and see if there are any differences. Alright, so I have Koh Gendo on my left, Muji on my right. Well, you'll see that the pads are different size. This one is smaller, the Muji is smaller, and Koh Gendo is larger. But Muji, it can be recut, it can be repackaged in many different forms. So I won't take that as a difference. Now let me try to peel off just one pad. There you go. And one pad from Muji. Alright, so here they are side by side, Koh Gendo and Muji. And yes, I do understand that because of the lighting here can be a bit difficult for you to actually tell any kind of difference. I will put it in an angle, maybe you can see it better that way. So, I mean, looking at it, I just don't see any difference. In terms of the feel as well, it feels the same. It feels exactly the same, right? The Koh Gendo, the fiber on the Koh Gendo does appear to be a little larger than the Muji cotton, right? That's all I can see with the naked eye. I don't have a telescope to see the differences under a telescope, but from what I can see, that's all. The fiber in the Koh Gendo slightly larger than the fiber in the Muji. Alright, so using the same setup as I've always done in all episodes of Wicking Wars. So we're gonna do Koh Gendo on the black and Muji on the red. Right, Koh Gendo on the black, Muji on the red. Now, once I've peeled off the outer compressed layer, to my touch at least, it does feel like Koh Gendo, the Koh Gendo cotton is slightly softer, slightly softer than Muji. Very hard to see any differences right here on the fluffy inside parts. I guess the only way to see if there's any difference at all will be to just flip on it. Alright, so let me just use the same juice that I've always been using. I love donuts. And quite frankly, I'm kind of sick of the flavor here. We'll definitely use a different juice for season 2. Alright, so let's test it out. Black Koh Gendo. Red would be Muji. Alright, so I'm going to let it sit for a while for the cotton to break in really nicely. Then I'll vape on it and tell you if there's actually any difference between Koh Gendo and Muji. Alrighty. So Muji will be the one on the red. The red mod is Muji. Black is Koh Gendo, right? Let's do it. Gonna be best out of 3. I'm pretty sure there won't be any difference actually. Let's start with this one. Right? And what do you know? There actually is a difference. This one is giving me better flavor, no doubt. Koh Gendo. Alright, let's repeat that. But first, alright. Totally random, guys. No weighted mod, no tricks going on here. Start with the one on my right again. Again, it is obvious. Getting much better flavor from this one. Koh Gendo. Here you go. Oops. Man, the cover just flung out. Shit. Right, guys, I really didn't expect to find any difference, but there is a significant difference from Koh Gendo to Muji. I have to say Koh Gendo is much better than Muji, and the price is not really that much different. It is a little bit more expensive than Muji. Of course, Muji is the cheapest, most common type of organic cotton you can find, but excuse me, Koh Gendo is not that expensive either, and it's really easy to use. There you go. Right? If you do a test like this at home, you'll notice that there's a lot of difference when you close your eyes and you just depend on your taste buds, right? Because when I do this, I can still feel the difference with Koh Gendo, but it's not so obvious anymore, right? You really have to eliminate your sense of your sight and just, and just increase your sensitivity of your taste buds, and then you'll find a lot of difference, man. Alright, so one thing for sure, Koh Gendo definitely deserves to be in the final. And Muji definitely deserves to be out. I'm gonna throw away all my garbage Muji packs of cotton. Out you go, Muji. I will never see you again. Alright guys, that's all for the special episode of Wicking Wars. So what you learned today, not all cotton is made equal. Okie dokie, no more smoky, and see you in the finale of Wicking Wars.
Down,